Hi everybody!
Hey guys, how you doing?
Okay, so today we have a couple questions that we're going to be asking each other. We're going to be asking each other and like feeling and like, you know, going back and forth and sharing our opinions on about what having a vegan family looks like, and what our suggestions are for you guys if you want to go vegan with your family. And we hope that this video is interesting to you guys. We made this video because there aren't a lot of vegan families here on YouTube that we have found. So if you are a vegan family, please feel free to leave a comment down below so that we can share the vegan love. And let's get into the video.
Let's get into it.
What was your biggest inspiration for going vegan?
So my biggest inspiration for going vegan was the documentaries that we watched. Fat, Sick, and Nearly Dead, Hungry for Change, and Forks Over Knives.
Yeah.
Once I watched those three things, you know, I saw that you can actually get protein, you can get vitamins, you can get all the essentials that you need from plants, from eating plant-based, from eating vegetables, from eating fruits, from eating things that will actually sustain you and not drag you down. Those documentaries were very helpful because they also told you alternatives in terms of what you can eat on a daily basis and what meats and cheeses and things like that actually do to your body when you eat them. It kind of clicked for me and made sense on why I didn't have as much energy as I probably should, and why I had certain aches and pains and things like that.
I completely agree. There's something about watching someone or a group of people lay out an argument and where it makes sense into where you're like, you know what, maybe I should consider doing this, because if it worked for them, it probably is going to work for us. And I think seeing documentaries and seeing people's journeys and experiences, that was a huge inspiration. But the speed by which we then became our own inspiration, that was what kept us going as well. Honestly, if I'm being 100%, coming on YouTube around that same time, I didn't see anyone who looked like us. And so for me, when I watched those documentaries, I was like, I want to be someone who can go on YouTube and be like, here's how this worked for us. We are a family. We did it. Because there were a lot of young, beautiful girls on YouTube who were single and who had all the time in the world. And so for us, the challenge became, well, yes, I feel inspired by these people, but practically, how would this work for a family? Yes, the documentaries, but then I became my own inspiration. Every single week I'd be losing weight, which that was not my original goal. My original goal was I wanted the pain to go away. And when I started feeling the pain going away, I was like, okay, so I wonder what else can happen. And so much else good happened as a result of going vegan, and our children showed interest because I was focusing on my health. And they saw that and they took that initiative. My oldest son, and he is the one who said, can we do what you're doing? And so that's when we first started thinking, maybe we should show them the documentaries. Maybe we should introduce them to what this is like. And then we said, well, how would you guys want to do this? And that's when I approached them with the idea of, we'll do this during the week, and then maybe on the weekends we'll still have pizza and chicken strips. And then the weekend came and they were like, is there such a thing as vegan pizza? And that was when we were like, what? Okay, so let's do a little bit more work. And so it really came from them. And I think you just, whatever works for your family, you have to see what naturally, organically your family has an interest in, because your kids could be like, yeah, I definitely want to keep eating pizza on the weekends. And if for the first year they want to keep eating pizza on the weekends, let them eat pizza on the weekend. If in the long term, that's what's going to make them want to do this long term.
Kids change their minds all the time.
Exactly.
So,
and I say to my husband all the time, other channels on YouTube might get someone to go vegan, but I want our channel to be about helping people stay vegan, because there are a lot of ways that you can get into veganism hardcore, but we're not about that burnout life.
End up burning out, and then you're like, you look back and you're like, what did I do all of this for? You know what I mean? And we're more so about balance and practicality. Balance,
practicality, and sustainability. Those are the three most important aspects of our vegan journey as a family, and that's why we're doing this to begin with. If there was a blanket motto for vegan parenting for us, the three core words are practicality, sustainability, and what was the other one? I'll have to watch back to see what it is. But sustainability, practicality, and another word that's very important that I will I will write it at the bottom.
Yeah, we'll put it like right here.
Once we like watch it back. But no, seriously, vegan parenting, that's what it's about, those 3 core values.
Right.
That third one is really probably the most important. But yeah, so that's what it comes down to for us. And yeah, that was a super long answer, but we're gonna What's the biggest mistake? What's the biggest mistake you made when you went vegan, you think?
I would say the biggest mistake I made was basically hopping on bandwagons. And what I mean by that is going after foods that I wouldn't normally eat or that I don't necessarily like. For example, I'm not an eggplant fan. So when I saw people, eating grilled eggplant or whatever, and I tried that, I was like, yeah, no, this is...
But at least you tried it.
At least I tried it, but this is not gonna keep me vegan. Stick to what you like, okay? If you know you like carrots or you like potatoes, research different things you can do with potatoes.
Ride what you like till the wheels fall off.
That's it. Because those things are gonna stay with you forever anyway. You're always gonna eat French fries. There are things that you eat right now that are already plant-based, already vegan. So, stick with those things and don't, stay away from the bandwagon.
I love that. I have nothing more to add. That was so good.
All right.
Sexy. Figure out what your oh hell no list is. Meaning, for everyone who wants to go vegan, everyone in the history of the world, right? There is a list of foods that they've already convinced themselves they just can't, they cannot compromise on. So I had a list, and one of the things I just couldn't imagine, like for instance, a burger. I was a burgerholic. There are stories from when I was 5 years old, growing up in Trinidad, and when I was asked what do I want for my birthday when I was 5 years old, I wanted a cheeseburger. That is how deep this obsession with burgers went. So in my head, kind of I've always been like, there's no way I'm gonna get a burger that's gonna taste as good as a real burger tastes. I debunked that for my own damn self by my burger recipe that's here on the channel. But everybody has that list. Make your list, your oh hell no list of things that you think there's no way they can be good vegan. Go to Yelp, find restaurants in your area or maybe slightly outside of your area. Make it a little weekend trip and go and find and explore places that have good burgers, good cheesecake, whatever is on your list, and look online. So look domestically and look globally to find recipes so that you can challenge yourself to try these things. So what is your favorite meal to eat as a vegan?
For being honest, vegan chicken pot pie.
Y'all, I'm gonna put a link to this vegan chicken pot pie video. Of all the food that I've ever made,
vegan chicken pot pie.
He will not stop talking about this chicken pot pie. That is always interesting to me, that is his absolute favorite thing. Why?
There's lots of them. There's the burgers, the tacos. Like, I love tacos. So those tacos are off the chain. But vegan chicken pot pie.
Why?
Flavors, man. Flavors. The biscuit recipe.
It's my biscuit recipe, and then I just made like a gravy, and then I put vegan chicken strips in it, cut them up with some literally frozen peas and carrots. And I made a gravy and I mixed it all together, and he won't stop talking about it. And the kids too.
You made a big tray of it, and it was
10 minutes.
Gone in 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Like, we had to save some for your sister, but other than that, it was gone. Like, I had 2 pieces myself. Each of the kids had a piece and a half. Yeah. But if I left them to their own devices, they would have had 2 pieces also. Yeah. It was gone. Yeah. A whole tray, like a whole big Pyrex tray. Yeah. It was gone.
And I was all insecure about that meal too, because I was like, well, I haven't yet figured out how to make like an amazing pie crust, so I'm just gonna use my biscuit crust. Yeah. But that was the ticket.
The flavors.
The flavors.
Yeah.
The other day, we were obsessing again over Austin, Texas. If you go to Yelp.com, not sponsored, but sponsor me Yelp. But if you go to Yelp.com and you put in vegan and you go put in Austin, Texas, there are so many food trucks there, vegan food trucks. Everything looks so good, like hot dogs and burgers and pizzas and stuff like that. So we had seen this taco truck and their tacos looked amazing, and my son was like, Mom, when are we going to Austin? And I was like, soon. We should be going probably, you know, early next week. And he goes, I just don't see why we can't have this right now. And then I was like, you know what, I don't see why we can't have it either. And so I made
ingredients in the house too.
We had all the ingredients in the house. So I put my husband on the potato duty. So he made the air fryer potatoes, like cut them up nice and like peeled them and everything. My second son, Rocky, he makes the best guacamole on the face of the planet, period. Like, this is not up for debate. So he was on guacamole duty. I made tofu scramble, and then I also made homemade tortillas, and then we did rice and beans. So it was like homemade tortillas,
rice, beans, potatoes,
tofu scramble, and then the guacamole on the top.
Oh my God.
That is my favorite meal to make as a family. And that whole meal was ready so quickly because it was leftover rice. It was 1 can of spicy beans from
one can of beans.
Truth. Yeah.
And because we had so many ingredients, you didn't need a lot of ingredients to make enough for 8 people to eat. It was the 7 of us and then your sister.
My sister, yeah.
So it was more than enough for 8 people. Everybody was
even the
stuffed
baby,
after.
like he was eating the like mashed avocado with the mashed potato and the rice and I mashed up some of the beans. He's what, 8 months now?
He's 8 months, and but he sees food and his mouth waters.
He is a foodaholic.
Yeah.
But
so
favorite meal to make as a family for sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I agree. What are your favorite Instagram accounts?
I have a lot, but I'm going to just focus on one, and that's Veg News.
I like Veg News.
Veg News, Veg News, Veg News, just because they are the plug for all of the new vegan products that are coming out. We like vegan products. I mean, there, like we've said before, there are a lot of ways to do this vegan thing, but in terms of sustainability,
especially for a family of 7, like it's very convenient to have something that's already situated for you that you can just implement it into your routine already, and it's a seamless situation. Making things from scratch is great. I'm not, you know, trying to downplay making things from scratch.
We make 90% of our food. You know, that's the reason that this project of us traveling was such a big deal, because we didn't go anywhere. We didn't go anywhere for years. We've been together 12 years, and like, especially when we became vegan, like we just didn't really go anywhere. Right,
because we were like, we'll just make our own. Like, we're not gonna pay such and such for a plate of vegetables when we can just buy those ingredients and make it at home. You know, so packaged goods and things like that, very convenient, especially if you're on the go or you're in a rush, you want to whip something up real quick. Absolutely.
You know, I like that their mission is accessibility for everyone, and like trying to get stores,
get the word out.
Yeah, getting these products into stores all across the United States, and because that's part of our mission too. It's just like for people to stay vegan over time, years and years and years and years and years. There's a lot of new vegans out there. They've been vegan 3 months, 6 months, 5 months, 1 year, and they're like hardcore. And I think products like that you can basically find anywhere are really helpful, and Veg News is the best place to find those products. That's good. Okay guys, I hope that video was helpful. I know it was a lot of questions, but we hope that video was helpful, and we hope that you guys feel inspired and you remember that this journey is so worth it. To do this as a family, it does not have to be as complicated as people make it out to be. And
it may be hard at first, but eventually you'll get to a sweet spot where things just click, things just fit, and like it's easier. It's only gonna get easier. So we hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to share, like, comment, and subscribe for more videos. Don't forget to check out our recipes and look out for more in the future.
Thanks so much for watching this, guys. See you all in the next one.
Bye-bye.
See you next time.